Find him even if you have to turn this entire city upside down. You must find that person and bring them here. After the female CEO lost her memory, her little puppy boy ran away. He has a scar on his arm. Because of this, the female CEO is going insane. Until that boy with the scar finally appeared. Secretary Gu, is it really him? Why do I feel like something is off? You're overthinking it. Besides him, who else could it be ever? Since Bai Ningbing remembered she had a puppy boy who ran away with the money, she started losing her mind. Every day she chases me asking Secretary Gu, could it be that he loves money more than me? Otherwise, she vents her anger on those colleagues who were forced to change careers into private detectives. Why are you just standing there? Keep looking for me. If he's alive, I want to see him. If he's dead, I want his corpse. A few close colleagues expressed their indignation for me. You're really miserable. Every day is like being a nanny. Have you never thought about quitting? While we were talking, my salary pinged, deposited into my account with some weird extra. Allowances? What's this? So, yeah. I glanced at my colleague's 8,000 RMB salary, then looked at my own 60,000 RMB salary. Bai Ningbing, this person, although she has many antics and often goes into a frenzy, she is very generous and knows how to feel guilty. Every time after her episode ends, seeing me obediently squatting on the floor cleaning up the mess, she will take out her phone and tell the person on the other end, give Secretary Gu a 2,000 RMB raise. In just a short half year, my monthly salary increased from 6,000 to 60,000. And that's not even all. Occasionally when she gets drunk, she overbearingly stuffs a few watches, wallets, and things like that into my hands. If I don't accept them, she forces me saying, you, look down on me, don't you? First, could only wipe away the tears of joy from the corners of my mouth. Smiling helplessly at the cars and this house too. All have traces of her. I'm giving this to you, she said, even fearing I might quit, because she won't be able to find anyone willing to endure such bitterness like me later on. She occasionally hits me with a massive bonus. It's freaking hilarious. I could honestly work for her until she retires. I really hope these days just keep going on like this. Until a guy named Guibada showed up at the company. The butterfly-shaped scar on the arm of Guibada was extremely eye-catching. The moment she saw him, Bai Ningbing was stunned. Usually in this situation, the male lead would appear. The group chat immediately exploded. With that sissified voice and pretty boy face. To women, whether he's the real deal or a fake, doesn't even matter anymore. So does Bai Ningbing think that way too? Then why did she fly into such a massive rage? Guibada was practically crying as he ran out. Ningbing, if you don't want me anymore, then I have no reason to stay here. I'll just leave, okay? My colleague Shen Ziran took a folder to cover the lower half of her face and whispered to me, why isn't CEO Bai chasing after him? I found it confusing too. Turns out she spent so much effort finding the guy just to kick him out. But then again, that fits Bai Ningbing's personality. While I was busy mumbling my criticisms, Bai Ningbing called me into her office. On the black leather sofa, her gaze was deep and looked incredibly troubled. I instinctively blurted out, CEO Bai? It's been a long time since I've seen you this worried. Is it because of Mr. Gui's? Bai Ningbing slowly lifted her eyelids and shot a glare at me. A moment later, she stood up and walked to the window, her tone carrying deep confusion and doubt. Secretary Gu, is it really him? Why do I feel like it isn't? I felt a momentary flash of panic. Why do you have such doubts, boss? Can you believe it? He doesn't care about money at all. A man who doesn't like money yet ran away with it. Is he here to scam me? Was it that obvious? I should have spent a bit more money on a professional actor instead. Seeing me stay silent, Bai Ningbing scanned me from head to toe. Then, as if suddenly remembering something, Secretary Gu, now that you mention it, you're the one in this company who loves money the most. I was afraid that if she kept talking, she'd end up having some terrifying realization. Boss, you've misunderstood. Compared to money, I much prefer the feeling of being busy and productive. At work, I hurriedly hid the scar peeking out from under my sleeve, giving a tense smile. Besides him, who else could it be? The scar on Mr. Gui's arm is the most obvious proof. You shouldn't doubt him, boss. A guy from an ordinary background like him, just to be with you, has had to endure so much gossip from others. If I were him, knowing I was being suspected by you, I would be devastated. Isn't the foundation of being together mutual trust? Don't you agree, boss? After hearing my long lecture, Bai Ningbing's guilt exploded. She said heartbrokenly, Secretary Gu, you're right. He finally came back with such difficulty. I shouldn't doubt him. I have to chase after him and make him stay. Give him everything he wants. After saying that, she called out Bada's name and chased him outside. In that moment, the script of CEO chases her husband played out right before my eyes. I breathed a sigh of relief. But at the same time, my heart stung remembering the past. Bai Ningbing once told me, if you dare to run away, I'll break your legs. And yet she told Gui Bada she would give him everything he wanted. In the end, it all comes down to looks. Luckily, I realized it early on, knowing the boss isn't reliable. between a long-term meal ticket and a temporary one. I can still clearly tell the difference. So to keep this job, I actually paid out of my own pocket to find an extra to scam. By Ningbing. Just as I was feeling proud of my quick wit, my phone received a notification. It was an apology message from the extra. I got another gig. Find someone else for the role. Okay, I've already refunded your money. Then, who the hell is this Guibada? I fell into deep thought. In the middle of the night, I sat up and slapped my forehead. Whatever. This is actually good. Doesn't this mean I saved some money? The news of Bai Ningbing finding her puppy boy quickly spread throughout their social circle. Suddenly, the cold female CEO turned into a total simp. They rumored that Bai Ningbing was madly in love with Guibada. So in love that even if Guibada wasn't the original person she was looking for, she would still stay by his side. Once when I brought coffee into the room, I accidentally overheard Guibada tentatively asking Bai Ningbing, "Really, even if I'm not the one you were looking for, you'd still stay with me?" Bai Ningbing said nothing, but her tenderness was answer enough. Guibada was indeed very special to her, and just like that, 2 months passed. Guibada and Bai Ningbing broke the news of their upcoming engagement. Clearly, it was a good thing, but my heart felt incredibly uneasy and anxious. At the same time, Shen Huining was excited just like an NPC. "Secretary Gu, have you heard? CEO Bai and Guibada are getting engaged next month." Exactly. It's literally a real-life overbearing female CEO novel. I'm obsessed, Secretary Gu. Why aren't you saying anything? Are you not happy? I paused for a few seconds, then absent-mindedly replied to her, "I'm thrilled. Congratulations to them both." Little did I know those few seconds made me look like a broken-hearted simp in the eyes of my colleagues. Unrequited love for Bai Ningbing, that's just wild. In reality, I was clearly thinking about what time to meet my blind date this weekend. Rumor has it she's a leggy beauty, though I don't know if it's true or not. How the hell did their gossip turn it into? Since the day Mr. Gui returned, I've often heard that Secretary Gu hides in the restroom for a long time. He must be suffering so much, secretly loving CEO Bai for all these years. Yet CEO Bai doesn't even spare him a single glance. Truly, you will never know what role you are playing in the eyes of your colleagues. But then I'm not worried about Bai Ningbing. None of these rumors would dare reach her ears. On the weekend, I happily went to meet the beautiful girl. Meeting her, I realized she truly was a leggy beauty. I hope to have a chance to verify that myself later. While we were chatting happily, Shen Huining sent a WeChat to Secretary Gu. "You quickly check the messages in the company group." I clicked to check and oh my god, I still underestimated their ability to create drama. One clueless colleague took a screenshot of their secret gossip group and sent it straight into the company's general group. The content of the photo was, "Why do I feel like Secretary Gu is actually the one CEO Bai is looking for? Only Secretary Gu's money-loving personality could pull off that stunt of running away with the money. Plus Secretary Gu quit for a while before. He only came back after CEO Bai lost her memory." Think about it, it's chilling. To be honest, I've imagined many scenarios where my identity would be exposed, but I absolutely never expected it to be this situation. I hurriedly messaged the colleague to retract the photo. After finishing work, Bai Ningbing usually doesn't check group messages. After the colleague retracted the photo, they sent me a series of apology messages. Suddenly, 3 words appeared on my phone screen: Bai Ningbing. In that moment, my heart jumped into my throat, and cold shivers ran down my spine. Bai Ningbing's yonder smile flashed through my mind. Recalling the day before I ran away, Bai Ningbing seemed to have noticed my unusual behavior. She held me in a passionate kiss while warning me, "I've never been serious with anyone in my life. If one day you ever want to leave me, absolutely do not let me find you." Why she bit my shoulder hard. "Because if I find you, I'll break your legs. That way you'll never be able to run away again." I really regretted it back when I couldn't pay rent and had the idea to actively seduce Bai Ningbing. I thought a rich heiress like her was just playing around with me. So I was single-mindedly greedy for money and only money. Occasionally, fearing she'd see my intentions too clearly, I'd say a few polite words about how I loved her. Who would have thought she'd actually believe it? She even wanted to take me home to meet her parents. What was I supposed to do? I could only run away. Since I was a kid, I knew idol dramas were all lies. So that night, Bai Ningbing was both threatening and foolish enough to use her body to try and keep me. "Didn't you say I'm the most clingy? I can be even more clingy than this. Can we stay together forever?" The next day, I still stubbornly grabbed my aching back and ran. It's not that I never hesitated. Bai Ningbing is actually great. How many men in their lives get to meet a little vixen like her? But I didn't dare gamble my life on whether she would love me forever or not. Yu Yu Wei's voice snapped me back to reality. "Hey, what's wrong? Why did your face suddenly turn so pale?" "It's nothing." I flusteredly took a sip of wine. "Is it because you think it's too much? Then let's meet once every half month. Almost an online relationship is fine too. Man who could reject a little beauty like this?" Anyway, I certainly couldn't. So I looked at the incoming call from Bai Ningbing on my phone screen and decisively hung up. The very next second, a Cold, gloomy voice rang out. Gu Chen. I'm cooked. It's Bai Ningbing. Why is she here? I was panicking, but I couldn't show it on my face. I decided to strike first to gain the upper hand. CEO Bai, what a coincidence. Are you here to eat too? How did you know I have a girlfriend already? We're planning to get married at the end of this year. I heard you're also about to get married. Congrats, congrats, Bai Ningbing knitted her brows tightly. She looked at me, then looked at Yu Yo Wei, who was standing there frozen next to me. A moment later, she spoke with a face as cold as ice. Is this why you didn't send the documents to me? I said I needed them urgently, Secretary Gu. You have time to date, but no time to work. Didn't you say you love working the most? Before leaving, Bai Ningbing gave Yu Yo Wei an arrogant glance, then shook her head and clicked her tongue. The damage wasn't high, but the disrespect was off the charts. Yu Yo Wei was furious. I immediately comforted her. Yu Yo Wei listened to my advice, but I still rejected Yu Yo Wei. The next afternoon, Gibata came to the company. He ordered milk tea and pastries for all the colleagues. When it was my turn, he smiled with a look of feigned apology. So sorry, Secretary Gu, I'm one portion short. Such a petty tactic. I smiled, showing I didn't care at all. It's fine, I'm on a diet. Everyone else go ahead. Once is an accident. Twice is definitely intentional. The colleagues knew Guibata disliked me, so to avoid offending the future CEO's husband, they started to alienate me. In the group chat, they were laughing and talking just a second ago. But because of one chat from me, the next second was dead silent. But it's fine. Working isn't about making friends. As long as the salary is paid in full, I don't mind. Working like a dog. A few days later, I was called into Bai Ningbing's office. A bad premonition rose in my heart. As soon as I looked up, I saw Guibata was there too. That feeling became even more intense, seeing me. Guibata enthusiastically walked over and patted my shoulder as if the person who led the isolation against me these past few days wasn't him. Secretary Gu, I heard that lately. Due to some rumors, your time working at the company hasn't been very happy. If you don't mind, I'm willing to take over your position. You know Ningbing and I have been apart for too long. Ningbing is also the type to get shy very easily, so we need time to rebuild our feelings. You'll understand, right? Using this reason to kick me out, isn't it a bit too forced? You two are bonding, but you're dragging me out as a scapegoat. I walked up in front of Bai Ningbing. Let's just keep business. Fine, CEO Bai. Then we'll just go according to the contract. However much the company has to compensate, pay it. I'll leave immediately. If that's not possible, I'll see you in court. This trashy company and these trashy colleagues. I can't stand staying here even one more day. Guibata panicked. He acted innocent and stepped forward to pull me back. Secretary Gu, look how tense you are. I just saw you working so hard. So I was just joking with you a bit. Joking with me about my job. Do I look like I'm laughing? But Ningbing Secretary Gu really loves this job to death. As his boss, shouldn't you give him a raise? What if Secretary Gu thinks the pay is too low and jumps ship later? Even a caveman could hear the hidden meaning in that sentence. Bai Ningbing spoils him so much, I'm 90% sure I'm screwed. Bai Ningbing suddenly stood up and gave me a gentle glance. Listen to the boss, double it. At this moment, my mood was beyond words. Going to work like this is getting more motivating by the day. The colleagues are lovely, the boss is lovely. Except for this green tea butch, I patted Guibata's shoulder, mimicking his look of tearful gratitude and said, Mr. Gui, CEO Bai really loves you. I'm so jealous that you have a great girlfriend like CEO Bai. If I had a girlfriend like this, I'd hate to leave her side for even a single step. As soon as I finished, Bai Ningbing suddenly blurted out, really? Her tone even carried an excitement she couldn't hide. Is she crazy? We men were just talking. She's a woman. Why is she butting in? And what's with that secretly pleased expression? Guibata's face looked extremely ugly. He shrugged his shoulder and brushed my hand off. He looked salty as hell. Bai Ningbing, what's your deal? In your heart, am I not even worth a secretary? Is it a crime that I want to be by your side every day? I've been back for 3 months, yet you refuse to even let me hold your hand. Have you had a change of heart? Maybe he's the one who needs to see a doctor. I heard the after effects of amnesia are numerous. Guibata screamed, fully immersed in his role, completely oblivious to the sounds around him. If you like him that much, then don't come looking for me anymore. The two of you stay together? Fine, I wish you both happiness. I'm leaving right now. Don't you ever expect to see me again in this lifetime? I don't know if Bai Ningbing loves Guibata to an extreme, or if she loves him to the point her mind isn't clear anymore. She actually listened to Guibata. That's right. You didn't hear it wrong. She sincerely instructed the driver to take Guibata back to his hometown no matter what. Guibata was in the car screaming his head off and banging on the window. Bai Ningbing just acted like she didn't see anything. I seriously doubt her mental state. Right now in a lover's restaurant, Bai Ningbing was elegantly cutting steak, while I felt like I was sitting on pins and needles. CEO Bai about Mr. Gui? Bai Ningbing placed the sliced steak in front of me. He was someone my mother found to deceive me. During this time, just to deal with my mother, I didn't expose him. Turns out she had seen through everything long ago. Then, do you still want to keep looking under? The dim lights by Ningbing's willow-like brows curved gently. Secretary Gu, you are very similar to the person I'm looking for. I flatly denied it. I admit I love money, but I am not that person. Bai Ningbing remained as calm as ever. I know. I just want to ask if you are willing to be a stand-in for that person. What the hell, I'm being a stand-in for myself. Don't worry, without your permission. I won't initiate any physical contact beyond the limit. With you, we will live together from now on. If you have any requests, just say the word. I'll try my best to fulfill them all for you. Being a stand-in, this treatment, is even better than being the real deal. No need, I still prefer working. You can still continue being my secretary. On top of your salary, I will give you an additional allowance. I decided to ask for a sky-high price. 10 million a month. I thought doing that would scare her into giving up. Who knew she'd say 10 million is too little? How about 20 million if you want? I can even give you company shares. I really checked. But if one day she recovers her memory, I'll die a miserable death. As soon as I got home, I lost interest in everything. This is so frustrating. How many times in a lifetime can you earn 10 million RMB? Then I received a WeChat message from a real estate agent. Sir, the villa you liked before just had a price drop. Do you want to consider closing the deal on one? I didn't dare reply. Back then, I only went to see it for work motivation. Now I finally understand. The difference between a dream and a pipe dream. The agent still didn't give up and kept messaging, don't hesitate anymore, sir. You've worked hard your whole life. You fully deserve a house this good. When you finally close your eyes for good, you'll pass away coolly and elegantly in this very house. Just a few sentences. Made a man willingly spend 10 million RMB for him. This agent really knows how to manipulate psychology. I looked at my bank account balance, hesitated for a moment, then called Bai Ningbing. CEO Bai, I agree. Pack your things. I'm coming to pick you up now. Just endure for 2 months, and I can move into my dream mansion. Before agreeing to be the stand-in, I secretly went to ask Bai Ningbing's doctor. The middle-aged doctor slowly took off his glasses. The possibility of Ms. Bai recovering her memory is 0. That's great, isn't it, doctor? This is indeed very sad news. That means, as long as I don't slip up, Bai Ningbing will never find out for the rest of her life. Just thinking about it is a thrill. I did some rough calculations. Subtracting the time Bai Ningbing spends hosting clients and on business trips. The time in these 2 months we actually spend together won't exceed 20 days. Just endure it a bit and it'll pass, as expected. On the second day after moving in, Bai Ningbing went on a business trip. I was so happy I almost jumped for joy. As it turned out, that very evening, she returned home looking travel-worn. In the living room, Bai Ningbing slowly put down her suitcase. Her gaze was fixed on me with scrutiny. At that moment, I was lounging on the sofa, completely lacking any proper image. By the time I realized it, Bai Ningbing was already standing right in front of me. I elegantly sat up from the sofa, my gaze incredibly sincere. CEO Bai, how about I try to imitate him? Don't lose hope. My learning ability is quite good. Bai Ningbing let out a tired sigh and sat down beside me. No need, just tone it down a bit. When at home, don't call me CEO Bai anymore. Just be natural. Yes, CEO Bai? A bit awkward. This was a good opportunity to suck up. Are you hungry, boss? Let me go cook something. For you, okay? Bai Ningbing was very surprised. You know how to cook. Eat it. A flash of fear crossed her eyes, as if remembering some painful experience. No need, I've already eaten. You should get some rest early. Bai Ningbing grabbed her suitcase and ran for her life, hiding away in her room, acting as if I were some kind of wild beast. When I was little, my mother used to say that if you want to capture a man's heart, you must first capture his stomach. This saying is also spot on when applied to women. After meeting Bai Ningbing, I was willing to give it a shot for no other reason than she was too hard to pursue. If I didn't succeed this time, I'd just give up entirely. With a nothing left to lose mindset, I bought a bunch of groceries and slaved away in the kitchen for ages. By the time I brought the last dish out, the ray of hope in Bai Ningbing's eyes had completely shattered. Out of politeness, she grit her teeth and reached out her chopsticks. This braised pork looks quite unique. I didn't expect Secretary Gu to know how to make such a complex dish. I corrected her in a whisper, that's eggplant. The heat control wasn't quite right, but it doesn't affect the taste. As it turns out, Bai Ningbing had to be hospitalized a total of 5 times. By the last time, she truly couldn't take it anymore. Face pale, she gripped my hand tightly. Secretary Gu, I've thought it over. Our personalities are quite compatible, so I agree to be with you. But please stop cooking. I'm literally begging you. Thanks to my superhuman cooking skills, the female CEO fell for me. Bai Ningbing entered a premature retirement lifestyle, only going from home to the office every day. Dry and tedious. We were exactly like any other normal couple. The more sincere she treated me, the more terrified I became. I feared I'd actually fall in love, feared my emotions being controlled by her, only for it all to end up in vain. so I forced myself to only love her money. That seemed to be the only reason I could stay by her side. Perhaps the self-brainwashing was too successful, because in the end I took the money she gave me and left straight away without looking back. I thought I had triumphed over love, until I heard the news that Bai Ningbing was in a car accident while searching for me. At that moment, my heart was burning with anxiety. My mother once said everyone has the right to be brave. For love, a total coward like me also wanted to be brave for love just once, but Bai Ningbing, with a pale face on the hospital bed, coldly asked me, "Who are you? Do I know you?" It turns out life won't give me a chance to regret. From the moment I decided to leave her, it was truly over between us. Maybe it's for the best. Even though I came here to be a stand-in, the relationship between me and Bai Ningbing is more like roommates, renting together. She doesn't need me to provide emotional value. We don't date, and there's no physical contact. Occasionally she catches me stepping out after a shower, and she immediately blushes and bolts back to her room. It's as if she caught the maid walking out, wrapped in a towel after bathing. Truly abrupt. Our most intimate contact is sitting on the sofa watching a comedy. Once it's over, everyone goes back to their own room. But my years of experience reading novels tell me that this isn't simple at all. Usually in this situation, it's very likely I won't even last the 2-month goal before getting eliminated. This stand-in gig is even more competitive than I thought. Thinking of this, I put down the chips and went back to my room. I dug out the skin-tight clothes hidden at the bottom of my trunk. After putting them on, I even posed like a bodybuilder. I stared in the mirror for half an hour. My looks haven't faded and my body is still ripped. The only difference is that years of work experience have turned my sharpness into a rugged charm. Suddenly, there was a knock on the door. I thought it was the maid, but the person who walked in was Bai Ning. Bing. Perfect timing. Let's see if I can make you swoon. Who would have thought? Bai Ningbing would be as indifferent to desire as a monk entering priesthood. Her face even showed a hint of disgust. She tossed out a single sentence, "Nice shirt. Don't wear it again next time. Come downstairs to eat." I felt like a total failure. Bai Ningbing really has no interest in me. If it were the old her, seeing me dressed like this, she would have called off work for 2 days straight. Money is obviously important, but losing your charm is also pretty soul-crushing. I just got to work and already want to clock out. It's just the start of the month and I already want my paycheck. Shen Huining ran toward me holding a gift box. "Secretary, Gu. OMG, someone sent you a gift. Reception asked me to bring it up for you. Word is, it's from a girl with legs for days, with an absolutely fire body. You're so lucky. Where did you meet her?" I was totally dazed too. So startled that I took a sip of the fresh milk I had just brought for Bai Ningbing. A leggy girl with a fire body. I don't have anyone like that in my circle. I immediately grabbed Shen Huining. "Stop shouting, they probably sent it to the wrong person." "How could it be a mistake?" Shen Huining raised her voice and shoved the gift box into my arms. Reception confirmed it over and over again. "It's definitely for you." I helplessly accepted the gift. Just then, my phone received a message from Yu Youwei. Seeing this, Shen Huining took advantage of me holding the flowers and snatched my phone. She read out loud, "Hey, even though you rejected me last time, I don't want to give up." After reading it, Shen Huining's eyes lit up. This girl is so innocent. "I truly admire you, Secretary Gu. If you don't agree, I'll feel bad for you." A cold voice suddenly rang out from behind. "Usually you aren't this proactive at work. I didn't realize you were so enthusiastic about your colleague's private life." Shen Huining. And I turned around at the same time. It was Bai Ningbing. The boss's expression didn't look good at all. Her eyes were radiating pure killing intent. Shen Huining was so scared her small face turned pale, and she quickly made an excuse to bolt. Bai Ningbing's eyes darkened, looking completely unreadable. Her voice was chillingly cold. "Secretary, Gu, come in here for a moment. I'm cooked. The sugar mommy found out I'm about to cheat on her. What should I do inside the office?" I nervously rubbed my hands together. The atmosphere was incredibly awkward. After a long while, Bai Ningbing spoke up gloomily. "Secretary Gu, do you like long legs?" I answered honestly. "What man doesn't like that?" "So you like her?" I hurriedly denied it. "Of course not. I like the mature and composed type. Ideally a CEO, who looks as stunning as a goddess in office wear every day. Only a woman like that is attractive to me." The coldness in Bai Ningbing's eyes gradually vanished. The next second, the notification sound for a bank transfer rang out. She always falls for this trick. "Secretary Gu, I hope that besides me, you won't have too much contact with other women. Understand?" "Understood, boss." Yes, Salita." Bai Ningbing nodded in satisfaction, then took an allergy medication box out from her drawer and pushed it toward me. Her tone returned to its usual serious self. "All right, you can go out now." I froze. Something seems off. It wasn't until I left the office that it clicked. The fact that I'm allergic to cow's milk was only known by Bai Ningbing before her amnesia. My heart skipped a beat, thinking back to everything that happened. I suddenly realized I'd been played by Bai Ningbing. She basically never had amnesia at all. So why is she faking amnesia? To get revenge on me. Does anyone get revenge by sending crazy amounts of money? Like that. Instead of guessing, I might as well ask her directly. I turned around intending to go back in, but was unexpectedly stopped by Shen Huining. Secretary Gu, CEO Bai's behavior toward you seems a bit weird. Weird how Shen Huining scratched her head. It's exactly like the female CEO and her puppy in those novels. I squeezed Shen Huining's mouth shut. Don't say another word, I don't want to hear what comes next. That's getting too close to reality? Could it be that Bai Ningbing still likes me? But based on her recent behavior, she doesn't seem to have any interest in me at all. On the contrary, I'm the one who keeps vaguely hoping for something. It's probably 80% likely that she is. Trying to confirm if she still has feelings for me. If she doesn't, then she'll turn around and seek revenge. Forget it. Let's deal with Yu Yuwei first and settle the score with Bai Ningbing later. This Yu Yuwei girl is seriously persistent. Usually when I reject someone, just looking up a reason or two online is enough. But with her, I even had to run into the restroom to hide, like some kind of secret agent. An hour passed, and I talked until my throat was nearly dry, before she finally reluctantly reached out for a hug. I sighed helplessly. I said only one hug, then Yu. We threw her arms around and hugged me tightly. Before I could even find my footing, I was suddenly pulled away by another force. Bai Ningbing smirked with a cold smile. Guchen, you don't like her yet, you're hugging. Are you planning to play both sides? I frantically winked at Yu Yuwei, signaling her to leave quickly. If Bai Ningbing loses it, it's terrifying, but Yu Yuwei wouldn't listen. She gave a cold snort. Big brother, you wouldn't just find someone random to trick me, just because you want to reject me, right? I don't believe it. Has this brat watched too many dramas? As soon as Yu Yuwei finished speaking, Bai Ningbing suddenly kissed me, right there, in the main hall with dozens of people. I truly wanted to vanish into thin air. Immediately I hid in the restroom and absolutely refused to come out no matter what. Guchen, I've lived for over 25 years, and through all the storms I've faced, I have always stayed strong and pulled through, except for this time. Bai Ningbing stood outside the restroom. I'm sorry. I was wrong. Please come out first. Whatever it is, let's talk about it when we get home. I wasn't listening. I waited until everyone in the restaurant left, before crawling out of the restroom. In the car, Bai Ningbing was still apologizing to me. I'm sorry I didn't think things through. I just lost my cool for a moment. I promise it won't happen again. But not a single word registered in my ears. By the time we got home, I felt like a soulless corpse. Bai Ningbing quietly followed behind me, helped me change my shoes, and finally closed the door. Before leaving, her voice still sounded very self-reproachful. Will you forgive me? I dove straight under the covers, blocking out every sound from the outside world. In the middle of the night, I kicked the blanket off. Could this be Bai Ningbing's revenge tactic? After all, it's too devious, so I ran away again. This time, I hid pretty far away. Overseas sunshine, beaches and beauties. I lay on a hotel lounge chair, staring at the ceiling and the babes by the pool for half a month. I realized I'm not cut out for traveling. I'm only fit for staying in hotels, living a life where everything is served on a silver platter. The joy of being an adult is swiping your card without looking at the price. Europe has plenty of beauties, all types from various different countries. Their common trait is that they love making small talk. I'm incredibly grateful to Bai Ningbing for forcing me to learn a few extra languages back then. But after looking at Western girls for too long, it got boring. Right then I noticed an Asian, beauty by the pool. Curvy in all the right places with toned abs. She was 100% my type. Her visuals were top tier. I seriously wanted to go for a slide on her sexy nose bridge. Once I saw her face clearly, holy crap. How did Bai Ningbing end up here? I felt a sense of suffocation like never before. In the room, Bai Ningbing's face was livid as she threw her phone in front of me. Explain this. What do you mean by if I cut my hair, I won't look like him anymore? I used. Again. I shuddered. I meant I don't want to be a stand-in anymore. Then just be yourself again. After all, the original, MC or the stand-in, they are both you. It's only you. Of course, women are all flip-floppers. What a liar, she never lost her memory at all. I was played. I'm not believing you anymore. Go away, I'm sleepy. Bye. Ningbing suddenly stood up and approached me. If I didn't do that, would you have been willing to stay? Guchen, think about it carefully. Other than lying about my amnesia, how have I treated you? I seriously pondered for a moment. Damn it, she successfully acted all cool again. But you aren't interested in me anymore. Bai Ningbing narrowed her eyes slightly. The dim lighting in the room made her look like a dangerous little beast. She walked slowly toward me. Then let me use actual actions to prove exactly how much interest I have in you. Bai Ningbing's face gradually drew closer. Then I developed a rejection reflex because of that damn kiss at the restaurant earlier. I pushed Bai Ningbing away and ran for my life into the bathroom. If I were one step slower, I feared I would have vomited right in her face. When I walked out, Bai Ningbing was already fully dressed. She looked both aggrieved and dejected. I'm sorry. I let out a weary sigh. I don't blame you. It's all fate. Bai Ningbing carefully brushed my hair back. Do you want to eat something? You've lost a lot of weight. I dodged her hand that was about to touch my face. Bye. Ningbing, I know I wronged you in the past. I've reflected on it in my heart many times. From now on, I'll pray for you every day, wishing you success in your career. I just want to stay buried away. Bai Ningbing didn't say a word and hugged me tightly. Her embrace was very warm. I could feel her heartbeat, fluttering that I hadn't felt in a long time. A few months passed. I still had that rejection reflex toward Bai Ningbing. Seeing countless psychologists was useless. I started to get a bit sick of living like this. One evening, I texted Bai Ningbing while she was working OT. When are you coming home? I want to talk to you. Bai Ningbing replied immediately that she had an emergency business trip. Whatever it is, wait until I'm back to talk. Otherwise, it's invalid. What kind of business trip requires leaving in the middle of the night? And what the hell does invalid even mean? Whatever, I'll deal with it when she's back. I waited and waited. I waited for half a month, but she still hadn't returned. I finally ran out of patience. I gave her an ultimatum. If you don't come back, I'll fly over there to talk to you in person. Bai Ningbing let out a soft sigh. On the other end of the line. Fine, I'll be back tomorrow. The next day was the weekend. I waited from morning until night. Finally, Bai Ningbing returned. Wow, she actually waited until the very last minute to show up. An unexplainable fire of anger flared up inside me. Just as I was about to vent, she collapsed onto the floor with a thud. I leaned in close to check on her. Her whole body reeked of alcohol. She's back all right, but her soul hasn't quite caught up yet. The next few days were exactly the same. I took a deep breath, carried Bai Ningbing into the bathroom and turned on the cold water. She finally snapped out of it, but she just stared at me intensely without saying a word. Under her soaking wet bangs, Bai Ningbing's eyes were crystal clear. I squatted down and gently called out, Bai Ningbing, let's talk for a bit. Bai Ningbing turned her head away, refusing to look at me. I let out a sigh and turned around to grab a towel. She suddenly hugged my waist. Hubby, don't go. I was wrong. I wasn't out there fooling around. I was just scared you would ask to break up with me. Let's take our time with the treatment, okay? This trip abroad. I have consulted many doctors. They said it can be cured. Can you give me one more chance? At any given time, tears are always a woman's best weapon. I pulled her hands away, lifted her face, and kissed her lips. So silly. Bai Ningbing was dazed by my kiss. After coming to her senses, her kiss was like a storm that leaves one unable to react. She held my body tightly. But because she was drunk, she didn't have enough strength. I carried her into the bedroom. Her warm palms brushed against my skin. I couldn't help but tremble inside as I held her close. After a brief separation, there was a deeper attachment than typical office romance. Especially an office romance with a female CEO, it's not as easy as I imagined. Bai Ningbing, while working, is careful with every word and action. But when in love, she's as obvious as a leaking basket. Before long, Shen Huining noticed the suspicious vibes. During lunch break, she cornered me in the pantry. Her almond eyes were wide, staring straight at me. Secretary Gu, I have a very scary thought. I think CEO Bai is seducing you. I calmly took a sip of water. Why would you think that? It's not just me who thinks so. Everyone else thinks the same thing. It's just that they think you are the one seducing. CEO Bai, Shen Huining's voice grew softer. Don't be mad, okay? No matter what they say, I will always believe in you. I suddenly understood the incident where Yu Youwei sent gifts. Shen Huining intentionally shouted to shut their mouths. After that, Bai Ningbing was caught on video being with me. When everyone saw the butterfly-shaped scar on my hand, they went absolutely wild. Shen Huining's WeChat messages nearly blew up my phone. Secretary, Guity turns out, you are actually the puppy that CEO Bai worked so hard to find all this time. Since you joined the company, we've been close. The whole office knows we're the two who talk smack about CEO Bai the most. Now that you and the boss are a couple, how am I supposed to survive? I quickly sent her a few red envelopes to calm her down. Don't be mad, don't be mad. Next time dinner's on me. I don't have the mental energy to care about what others think anymore. They can't affect me anyway. I just know that we will be together for a very long time. Everything Bai Ningbing, you never lost your memory. Seeing you appear in the hospital room, at that moment I was truly so happy. I really wanted to hug you, but I was afraid you would leave me once again. I didn't understand the purpose of your return. I just wanted to keep you by my side. I kept giving you raises. This method of handing out bonuses actually worked. You really love money even more than you love me. Luckily, I have plenty of money. Later, I realized I didn't just want to see you at the office, but I wanted to see you at home too. So I tricked you into being a stand-in because of the money you agreed. Finally, I could see you every single day. Now that you are my husband, I really love you. We must have been a couple in our past life, so we have to be a couple in the next life too.